Appreciation Month, you've named it there. Who's your favourite Irish person?
Oh, there's so many. Are you kidding me? Well, I do happen to like your fighter. He's got the best tattoos I've ever seen. I don't know if I'm a big, but that.
Conor McGregor.
Conor.
You have. Well, Conor's great, right? You know, talking about Conor, but you have a lot of great Irish fighters, actually. Great fighters. I don't know what that is, but Ireland's always had a lot of good fighters. You know why? Because they're tough people. They're smart people and they're passionate people. And they really have been over the years. So many. I think your father was a great fighter, right?
He was, you did.
Wow, and yet look at you. You're so smooth and so.
He was a very good defensive boxer.
He was a really good.
He was a good boxer, yeah. Yeah, he boxed for Ireland, and
yeah. That means you genetically. I'm not going to mess around.
Oof. Oh. Okay, where to begin? Let's start here.
A woman in Ireland says McGregor and another man raped her in a penthouse suite years ago, and when criminal charges went nowhere, she took her fight to civil court.
What do you think?
What do you have to say? Say sorry for what has happened?
Conor McGregor's late-night party antics were laid bare in civil court before a jury found he did assault a woman. The civil trial heard how the UFC superstar, who was found liable to have assaulted Nikita Hand at a Dublin hotel in December 2018, indulged in parties, boozy nightclub binges, and drug use.
It is very obvious, as we have seen over and over again, that Donald Trump will only speak highly of people that applaud him, that brown nose him, that elevate him, that talk about him in high regard. If Conor McGregor were to somehow, some way, in some weird upside down world, no shout out, by the way, to that show on Netflix. Because, man, their cast is messed up. At least one of them is completely messed up. It's no shout. So, hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also, be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you. If McGregor were to somehow say that he supported Kamala Harris in the election, or he were to talk bad about Trump, there's obviously no way that this video would have came about of Donald Trump praising Conor McGregor. I also find it to be very interesting that he applauds the tattoos on Conor McGregor, because I don't think that he will share that same sentiment for folks who don't look like Conor McGregor. Because we have a track record and history, sorry, Marcellus Wiley, we have a track record and history of him speaking down to and degrading folks who are not the same skin color as his. I also find it to be very interesting that he will go to bat for someone like Conor McGregor, who now has to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars because of a court case that played out with him essaying a woman in Ireland. I also find it interesting that at the what's the company called? Kaseya Center in Miami. Used to be FTX. That's actually a funny story. And it seems like that guy has gone completely MAGA, which is also not a surprise. However, seeing the reports of a woman potentially pursuing litigation against McGregor for him doing what appears to be within the same realm of what he did in Ireland to a woman, why does Donald Trump continue to support people who really, and I mean really, degrade women? Why? I think the obvious is the obvious answer is right in front of our faces. It's because he doesn't care about women. He does not care. The people that he puts up, and even with Amy Coney Barrett, she is a woman who is anti-women. And it's also funny how evangelicals will make the exception to women being homemakers as long as someone like Amy Coney Barrett will carry out their beliefs. So they make exceptions as long as it serves their notions in life, their approach on life, their perspective, and their agenda to try and make this a Christian theocracy. On top of this, there's another layer, which is when McGregor was teasing a run for office, what he was doing was essentially ramping up the Proud Boys of Ireland and trying to get them to take action, and they did. It was violent action. They were basically spewing the same talking points that Donald Trump is spewing, the same talking points that Elon Musk is spewing, which was great replacement theory. Where does that come from? That McGregor and others of his ilk were spewing nonsensically, whether it is in front of the TV cameras or his legion of loyalists online. It comes from neo-Nazis. It comes from white supremacy, where they are saying, we cannot allow ourselves to be replaced by others who don't look like us, and we got to take our country back. And that's why the other party who we're against wants these people to become legalized citizens, when that is not the case at all. Not the case at all. Throughout time, land has been colonized. Throughout time, people have created a system to keep others down while propping up themselves and using racist, xenophobic rhetoric in order to carry that out. What Donald Trump is doing, what Conor McGregor is doing, is birds of a feather rhetoric. They want to continue to spew this vile language over and over and over again in order for themselves to not only be anointed, but to become even more powerful and inflict violence. You know, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, God, this is insane. Like, this is insane. That's your king, Donald? When you know who you should be supporting out of Ireland? Kneecap. I'm looking at tickets to their show. I know it's way later in the year in Chicago. But if there are any available, I'll be going. I will be going. Because that is something that I can get behind. And if they come to a town near you, I hope you can as well. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.